There was a thriving village known as Peace Town. Its people were renowned for their vibrant music, rich traditions, and joyous celebrations. In the center of the village stood a mysterious stone, unlike any other. This stone, smooth and shimmering under the sun, was said to hold magical powers. It was called the Singing Stone. The Singing Stone was not just a decoration, it was the lifeblood of Peace Town. Whenever the villagers sang to it, the stone would resonate with melodies so beautiful and powerful that crops flourished, rains came in abundance, and harmony prevailed. The people believed that the stone's music was a gift from the ancestors, connecting them to the spiritual realm. But one fateful night, everything changed. A shadow fell over Peace Town as a band of ruthless treasure hunters, lured by tales of the stone's power, crept into the village under the cover of darkness. Their leader, Bakery, was a cunning and ambitious man who had spent years chasing legends. His sharp eyes and commanding presence made him both respected and feared among his crew. With this stone, Bakery whispered to his men, "We will command the elements and rule the land." As soon as the stone was taken, the village's vibrant energy began to fade. The fields withered, the skies turned grey, and the once happy songs of the villagers were replaced with silence and sorrow. The air itself felt heavy, as if the spirit of Peace Town was weeping. The village elder, Mama Naoka, was a woman of wisdom and strength. Her eyes, clouded with age, held the stories of generations. She walked with a staff adorned with beads and carvings that symbolized her connection to the ancestors. At the emergency gathering, her voice carried the weight of authority. "The Singing Stone has been stolen," she announced. "Without it, Peace Town will perish. But retrieving it will be perilous. The thieves are cunning, and the stone's magic will test anyone who dares to find it." A young girl named Amina stepped forward. Amina was known in the village for her adventurous spirit and unwavering determination. Though she was small in stature, her bright eyes sparkled with courage, and her heart was as vast as the savannah. "I will go," she said, her voice steady. "The Singing Stone belongs to Peace Town and I will bring it back." Mama Naoka regarded Amina with a mixture of pride and concern. She handed her a staff carved with ancestral symbols. "This will guide you," she said. "Trust in your heart, and remember, the stone's true power lies in harmony, not possession." Amina set off at dawn, her journey fraught with challenges. She crossed deserts where the sun blazed mercilessly, climbed mountains shrouded in mist, and navigated forests alive with whispers of spirits. At every turn, she felt as though unseen eyes were watching her, testing her resolve. One night, as she rested by a flickering fire, she heard rustling in the bushes. Her heart raced, but she gripped her staff tightly. Out stepped a gazelle, limping and bleeding. Though her journey was urgent, Amina could not ignore the creature's pain. She tore a strip from her cloak and bandaged the gazelle's leg. To her astonishment, the gazelle spoke. Its voice was gentle and wise. "You have shown great compassion," it said. "I am Zubri, a guardian of the forest. I will guide you to the thieves." The gazelle led her to a hidden cave guarded by Bakery and his crew. Amina crouched behind a boulder, watching as Bakery held the Singing Stone aloft. His expression was one of triumph, but his eyes betrayed an unease. "With this stone," he declared, "we are unstoppable. Let no one approach it." His men cheered, their laughter echoing through the cave, though some glanced nervously at the glowing stone. Amina's heart pounded. She knew she couldn't face them head-on, so she devised a plan. That night, as the thief slept, she crept into the cave, her movements silent as a shadow. But just as her fingers brushed the stone, Bakery's voice boomed, "Who dares to steal from me?" The thieves surrounded her, their weapons gleaming. Amina's mind raced. She raised the ancestral staff and began to sing, her voice trembling but determined. The Singing Stone began to glow, its light blinding. The cave trembled, and the thieves froze in terror as the stone unleashed a powerful melody that seemed to pierce their souls. Overwhelmed, they fled, leaving Amina alone with the stone. As she held the singing stone, it began to hum a tune that seemed to guide her back to Peace Town. The journey home was arduous, but with Zubri by her side and the stone's magic lighting her path, she finally returned to the village. When she placed the singing stone back in its rightful place, a miracle unfolded. The skies cleared, and the land began to heal. The villagers gathered around, singing in harmony, and the stone's powerful melodies filled the air once more. Peace Town was restored, and its people vowed to protect the singing stone and its sacred power for generations to come. Amina was hailed as a hero, but she remained humble. "The singing stone belongs to all of us," she said. "Its power lies not in its magic, but in the unity and love of our people." From that day forward, the story of Amina, Mama Nayoka, and the singing stone was passed down through generations, a reminder of the strength found in harmony, courage, and compassion.